Hello, 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 hello. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, YouTube. Happy New Year, Facebook, and Happy New Year to you, Robin. Hi, how are you? I am so glad that I am here to see the year 2024. 2024. Yes, such a blessing, 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 blessing. Glad to be here. And thank all of you that are out there watching, listening, and planning on coming into the chat. Those of you that are not going to come into the chat, that's okay. Just as long as you're there watching and listening, appreciate you participating. That would be great. Hi, Becky. Hi, Juva Creation. Happy New Year's to everybody. And yes, it is a blessing to see the new year. Hi, Needlepoint in Time. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for stopping in. This is a brand new year. Okay, Val, you got your new name. Hey, Juba Creation. Hi, Val. Yeah, we have to talk. I guess you are up and running with your new machine, so we have to talk about it, girl. This is a new year, and hopefully you got your lessons in and ready to rock and roll with that big wonderful machine that you just got. I hope so, so we can talk about making some things. Yes, great, perfect, perfect, perfect. So um, tonight is going to be reflection and resolutions for the new year 2024. 23 is behind me, behind all of us. I really do have some good memories, some good accomplishments that have occurred, and information that I want to share, and also information that I want to talk about. Things that I have on my mind going forward, and hopefully hear from all of you what you may have on your mind going forward with things that we want to accomplish in the year 2024. And I tell you, these years are flying by. I cannot believe how time just goes so quickly now. You know, it's amazing that remembering all the way back as a kid when it took forever and a day for school to be out, uh, for Christmas to come, all of those things, and now they just come like we just got done with Christmas, and in 2 months from now we'll be getting ready for Christmas again. It seems like, and a needle point in time. So yes, time does go fast, way too fast for me. I have to tell you, the older you get, the faster time flies. What is that? What is that? Is that a phenomenon or what? Because it's true. Um, Maybe it's the responsibilities that we have as we get older, and things just seem to come quicker, like the monthly bills. I don't know what it is, but I just know that I can relate and remember back as a kid. You could not wait for school to be out. It looked like school took forever. And even more so, it took like Christmas took forever. Oh my goodness. And now, as I was stating, that clock goes so fast, that year goes so fast. It is the second day of January, 2024. And I tell you, it will not be long before we're looking at July. Winter just started and spring, and people are looking toward. I mean, they have Valentine's stuff out, and I haven't been out there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have Easter stuff out. But I know Valentine's stuff is out because they were putting Valentine's stuff out before Christmas was over with. Hi, Leslie. How are you? And Happy New Year to everyone. I hope and pray everyone had a blessed holiday, a blessed Christmas, blessed New Year. I know I'm not one that goes out and party for New Year's, so I was not out of my home. I did toast the new year in. That's something that I traditionally do every year, and had my glass or two of champagne. I have to be honest, I had too much champagne. I should not have had that champagne because I won't drink that champagne anymore. I didn't like it that well anyway, and it did not do me very well. But anyway, I did toast in the new year, and then I got my behind in the bed. So I did get a chance to see the new year come in, and as I normally do, but that was pretty much it. And over the holiday, like Christmas, as you guys know, I didn't do the what day was that? The 26th, the day after Christmas. I had company for Christmas. I was so blessed with my kids. All of the kids were here. Kids, all of my adult children were here for Christmas dinner, and we just hung out and laughed and talked and played games and had a good time and all of that as we normally do when we are all together. And then I had people stay over, and it was just no room. There was no room in the inn. I couldn't get into my studio. I could not get into it. And it would have been way too much trouble to move things out and try to get to my laptop and get to this and get to that. And I just said, forget about it. I'll just have to make up for it. So Anita point in time, you said you had a glass of wine, hugging you kissed and welcomed the new year in and went to bed. That was me. That was exactly what I did. And and hi Simone, how are you? Happy New Year to you as well. I am so glad that you guys are stopping in. And as usual, I'll give it until about 10 after, and then I'll go ahead and get started on tonight's subject. But I do hope that all of you will share because I do want us to think about what our goals are for 2024 as it relates to our crafting and our embroidering and all of the other things that we may do, the quilting, the sublimation, the rhinestones, all of that, the embroidery, of course. And if we want to expand and what we want to do, and so forth and so on, because I know I have quite a few ideas that I want to accomplish, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. At least I'm going to put forth a good effort with that. But I do want to do some reflection as well because uh, last year was a really good year for me, for my channel, and very grateful for that. And I am looking forward for it to be an even better year this year. Hi, Carol. How are you? Happy New Year to you as well. So it is. Let's see. It is 8:09. So I am going to go ahead and get started. And what I wanted to do, as I mentioned, is do a little reflection at first. So let me see if I can pull this up, this information that I want to share with everybody. And I know that Facebook says, for some reason, which I haven't figured out why, Halle Bailey's pregnancy may have just been exposed. They always say that I started my channel in 2020. And I say I started in 2021 because I did not have my, maybe I did start in 2020. I don't know. I don't think I did, but they say I did. So I guess I did. I guess I have to go along with what they say. So let me see what they are saying about me starting my channel in 2021. Let me see what it says. If I can get to it. Said I started, I think they said I started in February of 2020. Now I got my very first machine, my single needle machine, I know in about February of 2020. And I got a 10 needle machine around May of 2020. But I did not get my brother machine until uh, January, no, February of 2021. And I don't think I started my channel until then. So I'm going to go 2021, not 2020, as they say. But with that being said, I still have accomplished a lot. So, Leslie, you're saying you're toasting today with some German gluing, hot gluing from my time in the military station in Germany. Now, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, gluing. Um, I took a little German in college 1,000 years ago, so I can't speak German. I used to could read it pretty good, but that's been a long, long time ago as well. So again, I can't do that either as far as having any type of fluency with it. But I did speak a little. No, I used to read it very well, and I understood it pretty good. But I never learned how to speak it because I couldn't get the glue in. So I guess glowing, gluing, gluing. Um, So a needlepoint in time say it's so good. So I guess they know what gluing is. What is it? Is it a drink? Because I'm not familiar with it. But whatever it is, I have my Stella Rosa. And now this is cranberry. First time having it, left over from the holiday. We had several bottles that didn't get open, and this is one of them. So I decided to open it tonight and give it a try. Did not buy it. I think my daughter bought it, but it's cranberry. I like cranberry juice. It tastes more on the berry, not so much cranberry, but it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. So, but anyway, what occurred last year? I'm just going to read a recap of what happened last year compared to the year before. Now, it says that people watched my channel. There was 2.8 thousand times that I had 2.8 thousand people that watched. But the thing that is most important about that, that's not a huge number, but it's a huge number for me because I am a small channel. But what is significant for me is the fact that it's 1.4 thousand more than what I had last December. So I grew. I grew last year. And that is what makes me so happy. I got 73% of new viewers last year. So I grew almost three times. And um, people watched both my new videos as well as my older videos. And about 58% of my viewers, you guys, looked at videos that were older than 6 months. So the things that I did when I first started are still being watched and growing. So that in itself is very good. And in the month of December alone, I got 167 likes, 33 shares, and 18 comments. And what happened the most for the year 2023? 1,478 subscribers, 31.6 thousand views, 126 uploads, 2.7 thousand likes, and 309 comments. And my highest viewed video was something that I did when I was in Florida. And it's how, what, and why to use the mighty hoop. That has always been my highest viewed video. And I've had over 9,000 views just for that one particular video with 398 likes. So that is what YouTube has recapped for me. So I read those stats off to you just to let you know how much the channel is growing and how much um, I do appreciate all of you because it's because of all of you that my channel is growing. And I know that I have put in more work this year than I basically have had the entire time I've had my channel. Because like I said, I remember starting my channel in 21. And so as those of you that have followed me, like Leslie, I know has been following me since the beginning. Um, when I first started, I did some videos, but I wasn't consistent. And I wasn't consistent for several reasons. One, because of moving, and the other reason is because of health situations. So when you have those obstacles, sometimes you're not able to produce as well as you want to, which is what happened to me. But starting in 2020, well, latter part of actually it was 2023 when I decided that I was going to put forth a full concerted effort to improving my channel and watching it grow. And because of that effort, I got those numbers. And not only did I get those numbers, remember when I mentioned to you back in June, I believe, I became monetized, which means eligible for the membership program, eligible to receive super chats and super stickers and super thanks and those type of situations where the channel can grow and earn a little money, and it takes a little money to be able to do the things that I do, or any content creator. In order to be able to continue to create content, you have to have products and you have to have blanks and you have to have all those things. And because of that, it costs a little money. So with the ability to earn a little money, it makes it a lot easier to do. So I do want to thank all of you. I do appreciate all of the support that you have provided. And that has allowed me to have that growth that I've had. And I'm not stopping there. I will talk about what my resolution is after I do a little reflection. So I just want to go over some of the videos that I did. And before I do that, let me look and see. I'm getting congratulations. Thank you so much. And hi, Danielle. You're back. You got disconnected for a bit. I know how that is. And thank you for the congratulations for growing my channel. I do appreciate that. Like I said, with the support that I have gotten from all of you, that has allowed me to grow. And hi, Rusty Nails and Twisted Threads. And you're here, and happy Thanksgiving, happy New Year's to you as well. So, um, I started as I mentioned when I started the channel this year in, I want to say March. I want to say it was in March. It was 9 months ago, whatever that is. But I believe it was in March when I started the live stream. I know it's been 9 months ago. So whatever that figures out to, I didn't even figure it up. And I uploaded 38 live stream videos. So that's like 38 weeks. And I think I've missed a total of 3 weeks because 2 weeks when I had COVID and then last week. So that would have been what, 41 weeks. This makes 42. Well, 41 weeks as of um, December the 31st. So I did 38 videos that have been uploaded to YouTube. So I did put forth that effort, and like I said, I only missed 3 weeks. I tried my best not to, and the 2 weeks that I missed, I was sick, and then of course the holiday. And hopefully going forward, I won't miss any weeks without it being pre-planned. and probably will take a week off for, I'm going to say, some type of holiday. Probably again the Christmas holiday, depending upon what is going to happen. And there will be another move for me. So I may have to take a week off. I don't want to because I can always use my phone and do a live if I have to. So that's the plan for the live stream. But I am so glad that I decided to do the live stream. I was a little hesitant about it, didn't know how it was going to turn out or how I was going to like it, how it was going to be perceived or anything like that. But it has been the most fun that I've had since I started investing any time and energy into YouTube is doing these live streams. I truly enjoy conversating with all of you guys every week. And so that is something that I intend to continue to do as I grow my channel. So, based upon what YouTube has told me, I have a history of 126 videos. So I must have lost some videos somewhere down the line because I do know that during that time frame that I didn't do anything, and it was almost a year when you add all the months up that I really didn't do anything. Uh, you lose your hours, you lose your watch time, you lose whatever matrix that YouTube gives you. If you don't do it consistently over 365 days, you lose it. And I lost a lot of that. So it was almost basically this year starting all over. And so I did work hard to try to make up for that. And as you can see, I did. So I'm going to move forward with that. And Rusty Needles and Twisted Thread, you should come to Applicate Getaway. And I need you on the stage with me. Okay. Uh, uh, get in touch with me on the community page. I don't know where Applicate Getaway is and what stage are we talking about. We can talk about it, seriously. And hi, Pearl. How are you? Congratulations, Miss Shirley. I remember when you started. Let me see. I just don't be in the chat all the time, but uh, love your channel and all you share with us. Happy New Year. Well, thank you so much. And I do know and I do appreciate it. And I understand that everybody does not come into the chat because I do have people that tell me that they've seen my videos and they were on the live and so forth and so on, and they did not come into the chat. And I was like, why? Come on in. At least stop in and say hi. You don't have to stay. Just stop in and say hi. And watching me is what's important, and getting something out of this is what's important to me. So I do appreciate the support, whatever that support may be. And Rusty Needles and Twisted Threads, you will. Good. It's in Dallas the last week in June, and you're the voice of the live event. Okay. Well, like I said, get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. And we can see what we can work out. That would be really interesting. So, out of the 38 videos I had, the very first one, if you guys would uh, remember, was celebrating the fact that I was doing a live stream. And then I just went on down talking about demanding clients, interesting facts, embroidery toolkit, chatting about all things embroidery. I did a little demo with the jumbo hoop split design, embroidery trends, freestanding free embroidery stuff where you can get stuff free, how you can save money on blanks, mistakes that you can make that could cost you money if you mess up somebody's stuff and that's money out your pocket because you have to replace it. And don't be afraid to embroider on caps because people were complaining and asking about, oh, I'm afraid to do caps and everything. So I wanted to talk about that. Talked about cool things for Father's Day, choosing the right stabilizer. Now, I understand I've done a couple of talks on stabilizers and a couple of talks on needles and thread, and they don't get a lot of view, which is interesting because you get a lot of questions. When I'm on Facebook and YouTube, I see people asking questions all the time about what stabilizers to use and what needles to use and what threads are available and all that stuff like that. But it doesn't seem like those particular topics resonate very well. So maybe I need to try another way of doing it. I don't know. But I do know the interest is out there because people are asking the questions. Talked about freestanding lace, embroidering on wood. Remember that? That was something fun. And then, of course, I did my little birthday video when I kind of introduced myself, showed you my kids and some of the old pictures and so forth and so on. And all of these things are still available on my channel if anybody wants to go back and look at anything. Did Christmas in July and also talked about favorite crafting projects. Talked about vintage is in, which vintage is hot. I don't know what the trend for 2024 is, but it was definitely hot in 2023. Talked about 10 useful tips for embroidery and crafting and what keeps you motivated because it is difficult to continue to be motivated every week to keep things up. And there are sometimes you just have to come up with different ways and techniques and tips and things to keep yourself moving and deciding to put forth the effort that you need to move forward. Talked about interesting websites for crafting and embroidery and rhinestone. Um, Also talked about setting up an embroidery studio and some ways of making things more organized and all of that. I did a little short um, unwinding after the expo that we did in Fredericksburg, and I did the highlight of the quilting expo. We talked about getting stuff ready for Halloween. Uh, Talked about in the hoop versus appliques. You guys were hanging in with me when I did those two little shorts when I was in the hospital with my husband when he had surgery. And then I talked about almost losing that little bitty screw for my needle that just freaked me out, that I was afraid I was going to lose it and not be able to put that needle back in there. And then, like I said, we talked about needles and threads and what have you. And then we were moving into the holiday, believe it or not. Time has flown and start talking about the season of giving and giving to charity and something, an option as composed to um, um, giving a gift or something like that that you actually buy. Talked about UFOs and people wondering what in the world is a UFO, but unfinished objects or unfinished projects, and how many of those do we have? And then, of course, unique Christmas gifts. And then I went into machine maintenance, which a lot of people wanted to see that video, and I got a lot of views for that. And then, of course, wondering what to give as a Christmas gift. I did a little short day in the life. And then we did the Christmas skirt reveal. So that was my year of live streams from last year. A lot of different topics that we covered. And we had long conversations about all of those things. And it was interesting. Some things were viewed better than others. Some things we talked about longer than others. But what we did do, we shared, and we learned, and that was one of the most important things that we did on the live stream, and that's what makes it so enjoyable to me and hopefully enjoyable to all of you guys is because you do share information. When you put information into the chat and I read it out, other people are seeing it, other people are hearing it, and they're learning about how to do different things and what works and what doesn't work and who does what and so forth and so on. And so that makes this a very good platform to share with those of you that are into the embroidery and crafting arena. And rusty needles and twisted threads, you said that needle screw on the multi needle will kill you. I have a bag of 10 at all times. Okay, okay. I don't, but I will. I don't have a bag of 10, but and luckily I've lost that one and found it. Thank goodness. Haven't dropped one since. I am very careful, but that is an excellent idea. And I did mention where to get them from. Sewing Parts online, I believe it is, sells practically everything that you need for the brother machine and just about any other machine that's out there. So anybody that needs machine parts like those little bitty screws for your needle, or even the screws that put your arms on and how they get worn and stuff like that, and any other part that you might need for your machine where you can do your own maintenance, that is a place where you can go. And you say you drop them, you drop them like they're hot. I've been lucky. I've been lucky. I haven't done that. I just try my best to take my time, and I don't know what happened that particular night, but I could not get that needle in there, and I knew not to keep going, but I did. And lo and behold, that doggone thing fell. Um, Anita and Tam, you say you need those. So sewing machine parts online. Go to that site, and whatever your machine is, you give them your information and they can sell you whatever it is that you need. But yes, we all need to have, as I mentioned in that particular video, that live stream that I did, you need to have all those extra parts and everything. So don't forget to get those. And like I said, all of the videos that I've done for the live streams are available on my channel. When you go onto my channel, you're going to see all of the videos that I do regular. And then if you go into the on the top where it has listed video, live, community, a membership, what have you, all the way across. If you click on live, then all of these live streams show up. So if you're looking to see anything that I have put out there, that I have produced, it is definitely on my channel. Um, and rusty needles and twisted threads, you say your local dealer is nice to you. They like what is it? They like my cat better than I do. And hi, Carol, how are you? And you say you put a towel or something under the needles when I need to switch out all those tiny parts. Hopefully, it will fall on the towel and not get lost on the floor. Excellent idea. See, those are the things that I like to share. As I was mentioning, that's how people learn, because you don't think about stuff like that. But that's an excellent idea, because I know I have the little studs in my ears. And whenever I'm changing out cleaning my ear and I'm cleaning the earring and I take them out, I always make sure I close the drain and then I put a towel down in the bottom of the sink. So, just as you mentioned, the earring and the backing doesn't fall down the drain. Same concept, but never thought about doing that for my machine. So, thank you for that suggestion, because that's excellent. And Leslie, yes, you mentioned about the Harbor Freight has the magnetic holders that you place things in when you do maintenance, but I do need those replacement screws. And yes, to put those, have that magnetic tray so things will be there. I was just lucky enough that that screw fell onto my cart and not actually onto the floor, because as I mentioned in the live stream, I have gray carpet on my floor, and it would have been lost for days. I was down there with a magnetic um, a magnet of some type. I got some kind of little wand thing that I have, just rubbing it all across the floor with the hopes of catching it, and I didn't catch anything, and it's because it wasn't there. I was just very lucky. But I like that idea about the towel. That is an excellent idea. And also the magnetic holder, tray holder to put all of your things in so they don't disappear on you. Because we need extra parts, true enough. We definitely need extra parts, but try to keep up with the things that we do have, and that's one way of doing it. And you said they also have the wands too. Yeah, it's I'm lucky. Now my husband does not come in here. Well, I take that back. He would come in here and stand around and look around and I'm looking at him like, what are you looking for? If you tell me what you're looking for, I can help you, cause this is my room. But he'll come and look and walk out. But then he will buy me stuff like that, the offset screwdrivers and the magnetic wand and little things like that he'll just get, like he said, well, you can use this, you probably can use this. And the magnifying glasses I showed you guys with the where you can put the different lenses in so you can see because I put them over my glasses and you can it helps you see if you need to how to put your needle in and anything that's small that you can work on. So that worked out well for me as well. And I don't always know where he gets those things, but most of them I think come off of Amazon. And you said that husband of mine always wants a hat made. Mine too. He went well back when the everybody was doing masks all the time. I constantly made masks for him. He always wanted some team on there, some motto on there, or whatever. So I was always making masks until his job told me he couldn't wear personalized masks anymore. They had to wear. He works in a hospital, so they had to wear the uniform mask. But before then, he was always strutting around with all of his stuff on, which was cool because it brought me some business too. Where you get your mask from? Well, my wife made my mask. So he'd come home and say, I got a couple of orders for you. So that worked out pretty good with um with that situation. But yeah. So those are the things that I covered on the live last year. Can't go over uh, all of the different videos I did on the channel itself uh, because, like I said, I uploaded over 100 videos last year, and so which includes these. So you're talking about 70 videos channel wise, and then all of these. So it was a lot, and I can feel it. Trying to remember and think of what to do gets to be daunting, but I'm up for the task. And Rusty Nails, Rusty Needles, you said the fancy mask. Now he and my dad want the fancy hats. And yes, the masks were easier. Yeah. And Danielle Soulsmore, my friend, gave me a do not disturb busy sewing wooden sign to hang on my doorknob this Christmas, and she loves this. Well, you know what? That's really, really cool. Although I do keep my door open um, most of the time, my door to my studio is open because I'm in a small apartment. But that do not disturb is pretty cool because I know when I'm doing something and I don't want him to see it, I'll close the door, and then he'll say, "You, what are you doing? You don't want me to see." So he's thinking I'm doing something for him. Usually I am, but what are you doing? You don't want me to see because I got the door closed. I said, "Well, you don't have to be in here every time I'm making something because it may not be your business." So the one thing that I didn't mention that we did last year was the stitch along. The stitch along or sew along, we had a lot of fun. We and I didn't think about that until Marina mentioned it, that we had come together, a group of ladies, to do this Christmas tree skirt that we got designed, a couple of different designs from Design by Juju. And we started in mid-October, went all the way up until mid-December. We covered 3 holidays. I didn't realize that until she brought it up. About 10 weeks. We were working together through Halloween, Thanksgiving, and all the way up to almost Christmas. So that's 3 holidays that we shared and developed this camaraderie. It was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Did it through Zoom. We met every Wednesday night from 7 to 9, but I don't think we did one night that we shut down at 9 o'clock. The very first night, I think we shut down maybe 9:30, quarter to 10. And from that point on, we just hung in until we decided we didn't want to hang anymore. One night, I know we stayed up until 1, which was fun. And I mean, and we started at 7. And we just talked and stitched and talked and stitched and just had a wonderful time. And all of us completed our project. And the reveal, we did the reveal. The reveal was done on the 19th. And of course, that is available to look at if anybody wants to look at it and see the results of everything that we did. And it was, Robin said it so long, was such a great experience. Yes, it was, and enjoyed every bit of it. Um, so, Rusted Needles and Twisted Thread, you got to get head back to work. I love you. Thank you. I'll reach out to you uh, with the applique getaway info. You would have the best time. I know you would teach some popular classes. Get back with me. I'm serious. Get back with me, and we can talk. I'm very much intrigued and interested, and thank you for stopping in. I do appreciate it very much, and don't be a stranger. Come back again. Um, so, what are my resolutions for next year? Well, the number one resolution for the channel, So2 We Begin Embroidery, is to double my channel videos. As I mentioned, it is listed that I have 106 videos. My goal by this time next year is to have put up anywhere between 250 and 300 videos. So that's a huge goal, but it's doable. I was looking at and doing crunching the numbers as they say, even putting in a few weeks to be off. And if I can average 3 videos a week, I can get that done. And that's not even using up all 52 weeks. So that is my goal. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it. What do I need from all of you? Suggestions. Suggestions. If you can put comments in or suggestions or requests or anything like that, something that you're interested in me presenting something, because I want the other goal is to learn how to do something I've never done before. Um, just learn new embroidery skills. Now that takes time. I can't just say, okay, I can make this, I can make this, I can make that. I can do a lot of stuff, but I can't do everything. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. And as I learn, I share. So, what is helpful is someone that mentioned, I would like to do this, or I'd like to learn about that, or so forth and so on. And then maybe I'll be able to research that and then present that information and either present it during the live or actually do a channel video or even maybe do some demos on the live stream. That's another goal that I have, is to be able to do some demos during the live stream. So hopefully I'll be able to do some of those things as well. That is definitely one of my goal. Actually, that is listed as number one. Now, Leslie, you say yes, it was fun on the Zoom so long, and I knew I would not have another UFO to add to the pile. I was proud of my accomplishment and showed it to so many people and received compliments, and they were absolutely your skirt was so beautiful because you did an excellent job. It was huge, and it was in that beautiful purple, in that very regal purple. So yes, it was a great accomplishment, and that was the thing that also was. So good about the sew along is that there were people that didn't think they could do it. I wasn't, well, I knew I could do it. I just didn't know I could do everything without it being daunting. And to be able to put everything together, put the back on, and all of the stuff that we had to do, the stitch and the ditch, all of the things that I'd never done. We learned how to do things. It was fun. It was really fun, and it was fun to do it as a group. And so um, that is on my list. That is on my list to do at least three, as I had mentioned, stitch alongs for next year or next year. This year. It's next year already, 2024. At least three more stitch alongs for this year. And what I am proposing is that we start the first one, da da da, drum roll, around the 21st of this month. That's my go to date. In order to get three of them in, I would like to get started early because I think I mentioned briefly that I am moving this year and um, latter part of March, end of March. So if we start the 21st of January, and I'm looking at us doing something that we can do within a 5-week period. That would take us up to the 21st of February, thereabout. Then there will be 5 different Wednesdays. And I'm looking at doing the Wednesdays again, Wednesday, 7 o'clock, and hopefully we can get more people to join in Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. I'm looking at that. Now, what are we going to do? Those of us that were in the group brought up table runners, and I think a table runner doing edge to edge stitching is something that we can accomplish in that time frame easily. So that is what I am proposing that we do. So what I'm going to need is people to sign up and say, this is what I want to do. I want to participate. So I'm opening up that door now for people to think about it and let me know by by Tuesday, by a week from today, who wants to do it, how many people want to do it, so we can move forward and get started. We don't have to have the same um, design, like we didn't have the same design before. We don't have to have the same design. We do need to have something that can be done within that period of time. And like I said, I think that we can finish that project like that. Um, Hi, Taisha. Thank you for stopping by and Happy New Year. And Leslie, you said the thing about it is I finished a project. I had taken Joanne classes that stated their project would be finished and I never completed it. So frustrated. So, okay, Robin is in, Becky's in, Leslie's in. So I got 3 people in so far. Hey, it's at least 4 of us now, I know for sure. So let's like I said, hopefully people want to do that. Now, um, where we get our table runner from, I don't know if you guys want us to do some of the same thing like we did for the Christmas tree skirt. We got our stuff from Design by Juju. which I'm thinking about getting my table runner design from Design by Juju. That's what I'm thinking. She has tons of them, and her work is really, really good. And I do know that Becky Thompson does have videos on some of these skirts with some of these table runners, which is helpful. So that's what I'm thinking, and that is a recommendation, not saying that's what we have to do. So we can hammer all of that out offline. Hi, Evelyn. How you doing? Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's to 2011, Miss Max. Thank you for stopping in, and I do appreciate that. So that is goal. Well, actually, I have it down as goal number 5, but it is one of the goals I wanted to bring up. My goal number 2, of course, is to continue the Tuesday night live streams. That is not going away. I'm going to continue to do that. And number 3, which piggybacks on that, is that occasionally some non-scheduled lives, like I kind of did. I'll just pick up my phone and start recording. And you guys will get the notification. And if you want to chime in, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I just want to be a little bit more present and show you some of the things that I do that is not so formal, that you guys can just kind of share along with me. So that is goal number 3. Goal number 4, which I've been wanting to do, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do it, because I'm not that, I am computer savvy, but I'm not as computer savvy as I used to be, because computers and stuff have changed so much. Is start uploading some shorts. So look out for that to happen shortly, put it that way. There will be some shorts added on. So there'll be, like I said, more things to view. And grow my membership by 25%. Now, that's something that I have not really put a lot of effort into. And I do have some members. I don't have a lot, but I'm hoping to get more members. Um, as I mentioned on in the community page, for those that go in there, when I put my happy New Year um, message on there the other day, is that um, takes money to keep this channel up and moving, and to accomplish the goals. And memberships, super chats, super things, all of those things help um, with that. So I do hope and pray that I can grow my membership by 25%, which is not a lot, because I don't have a lot of members, but I do want them to grow. And not that be the main focus of this channel, because it's not, and it never will be, but it is definitely a important component of the channel. And the I don't want to say the last thing, but it's the last thing that I have on my list. And I know Jeanette has mentioned this to me several times, and I've thought about it, but I haven't really entertained it seriously. But I'm thinking more and more about this once I get moved and settled. I'm thinking about possibly starting an Etsy shop. That is a goal for the latter part of 2024. It won't be anytime soon. If I do an Etsy shop, it won't be before September, October-ish time frame, maybe coming up to the holidays. Uh, See how that works. I don't know, but it has been brought up to me several times by different people about doing an Etsy shop, and I've been a little nervous, to be honest about it. A little nervous. Um, it's work. It's a lot of work. So, but that's what I'm thinking about. So those are my resolution and goals for 2024. I know they're ambitious. At least they seem ambitious to me, because it's just me. And I just have one machine. I have my 10 needle machine and my single needle machine. So I guess in essence, I have two machines. But that's one of the reasons why I have not done the Etsy shop. And I guess if what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You can't put the horse before the cart and all that stuff. In order to get more machines, you need to make more money. And to make more money, you need to have customers and so forth and so on. So if I do decide to do that and it does well, then that means I'll be able to afford another machine, and then I can do more work. Just like Jeanette has luckily gotten her third machine. I don't know if you guys are aware or have seen that she decided to get another Brotherton needle machine, and so she's adding that to her studio because she has grown so much, and it's needed. And there have been times when I wish I had another machine because I've had orders that have run me ragged because I only had the one machine. And you got to go and go and go and go and move like an assembly line to get everything done within a reasonable time frame. And you know, it's an endeavor. It's not something to jump into lightly. And but I do know people that have done it, have done well with it, just with a single machine, a single needle machine. And so it is definitely doable. And so that is what I'm looking into and thinking about doing for 2024. So there you have what my resolutions are. Um, I have not made any personal resolutions. I stopped doing that years ago. I don't make any kind of resolution. The typical losing weight, eating better, exercising more, stop drinking coffee, whatever, drinking sodas, eating sweets, whatever the situation may be that people always resolve to do and never stick to it. I stopped doing that long time ago because, again, I didn't stick to it. So my focus has been strictly on something that I enjoy doing, that I know is doable for me. Now, will I accomplish all of these goals? I don't know. But will the effort be put in to do that? Definitely will do that. So I definitely am working hard on making sure that I do get those goals in. Um, So I just saw someone do a thumbs up, which I do appreciate that. I always tend to forget to put that up. So thank you so much for whoever that was that did the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Thumbs up, as you know, anytime you do a like for a video, anytime you do a share for a video, of course, anytime you subscribe to the channel, and anytime you share, all of those things goes into the analytical pot that YouTube uses to promote your channel. And when I say promote, they push your channel up the line to make it more visible to more people. And the more visible my channel is to more people, then more people will learn about me, more people will come into um, the live stream or view a video or any of things like, so it grows, or subscribe or what have you. So it's almost like a catch-22. You got to have people that are willing to support you in order to get people to come in to support you. So the easiest way to do that is to do a thumbs up. Anytime you can do a thumbs up, if you see a video and if that video is of use to you, just hit the like button. There's no skin off your nose. Just hit the like button. And there's no skin off your nose to subscribe. I have so many people that watch me that do not subscribe. And I don't understand. If you watch me, why aren't you just hitting the subscribe button? I did not understand the importance of subscribing until I started being a YouTube content creator. Now that I am, I understand why people are always asking you to subscribe because it is necessary to keep the channel growing. So, any of you that are listening, that are out there in YouTube land, in Facebook land, or even in the chat and you have not subscribed, I am asking you, please, if you can just subscribe and hit that like button, and I will be one happy person. And that will have been my belated Christmas present and my Happy New Year present and all of that. That would just make me so happy because that's going to start this year out wonderfully. And so Taisha, you say you're working on gift tote bags for a nurse. Okay. So you're still doing gifts. And Danielle, I'm willing to jump in with the table runner and see what I can accomplish. Although I do have an early 5 a.m. Gotta make the donuts at Amazon for work. Okay, Danielle, thank you. I do appreciate it, and I know you gotta go. But so I think I have 4 or 5 people so far. 5 people, I think, that are wanting to do that. And I'm gonna write. Well, I know Robin, Leslie, Becky, Danielle, myself makes 5. So far, if I'm not mistaken, I have 5 people that have said that they want to do the table runner. And I'm not sure if, oh, okay, Taisha, I missed you. 6, Taisha. So far, I have 6 people. So maybe I'll get 7. I don't know if, okay, Val, got you down here, Val. You got your big machine now, so you're gonna have to do that. Yeah, that is so far. Okay, sounds good. So far I have 7 people. Um, I don't know. I know Andrea is traveling, and so I'll talk to her later and see if she's going to be interested in participating. She probably will. So that will be 8. I would love to have at least 10 people. So if 2, 3, 4 more people are interested in it, I know some people have mentioned that they might want to do it. The next time we do something, I don't know if that any of them are on here, but you don't have to be on here if you're listening or if you look at the replay and you decide you're interested in that. All I need you to do is get in touch with me. Via my channel, go into the community. Just a comment. Just go on my channel and make a comment. That's all. I'll get it. That's all I need you to do is just make a comment. And I know my email is so crazy. I had my email working pretty good and then it went bonkers. So the one that I just put up works. So if anybody needs to email me, if you're interested in it, there's my email right there. Go ahead and hit me up. If you're interested in doing the sew along, just let me know so I can get all of this together. And I will let you know next Tuesday what design I've chosen. You guys don't have to do that. Whatever design you want. Only thing that I'm saying is we want something that we can finish relatively quickly. I said within 5 weeks' time, which I think we can do a table runner in that time or less. I don't think it's going to take us very long to do a table runner. I know we had mentioned about doing edge to edge stitching, and none of us are, well, I won't say none of us, but several of us have not done it before. And so that's one thing that we wanted to try. So, with that being said, when you select your table runner, think about doing something that requires edge to edge. And a needle and time I would join for the table runner can do it on Saturday. Can we pick a in the hoop design? Well, we we will be doing it on. Now I said that we were going to do it as we did it before on Wednesdays at 7. Now I came up with that. I don't want to change it unless the majority of the people say they want to change it. I'm open. It doesn't bother me when it is, but I want to make sure that the majority rules because we want as many people as possible. And Pearl, you said, I'll try to do it. You're a caregiver, so sometimes your time is not available for sewing. So I'm going to put down Pearl and a needle and time. I don't know your name. So you can email that information to me because I will be sending out information. Um, I am going to need information. Now I have Robin, Leslie, Becky, Taisha, and Val's information. I don't need you guys. I need Danielle. I need Pearl. And I need a needle and time. I am going to need your email and your phone number. You can email that to me. I need your email and your phone number because I need to send you the Zoom um, link to sign in. And we do keep in touch with each other. That way, if something, we just have to keep in touch with each other in case something changes or questions come up or whatever. So with that being said, I need that information. So of course, don't put that on here. This needs to be private because we don't need the world to see all our personal information. So you can email that to me. And I have Needle and Tam. I have you down as Valerie, and okay, Carol, you're saying that caregivers are angels. Yes, they are. Trust and believe me, it's a lot of work being a caregiver, being a former nurse. That is not easy work. So so far, I have 9 people. I am happy. Happy, happy, happy. We are going to do this. We're going to have a lot of fun. I am going to, when I get Pearl and Valerie's email, again, email me to the address that's scrolling by. And anybody else that's interested that has not chimed in so far, but you see this and you're interested, email me and let me know because by next Tuesday, I will be sending out the link and all of that information to make sure that we can start on time. What I do recommend, because we try to make sure that we do fit within our time frame, is choose your design, your pattern that you're going to get from wherever you're going to get it from, your fabric, all of your material, your stabilizer, everything that is required to do your batting. I'm sure it's going to be batting, stabilizer, material. Probably you'll need your SF 101, most likely if you're doing design by Juju. She usually recommends that, and have all of those things ready to start on the 21st of January. And I would say go ahead and cut out whatever needs to be cut out. So when we meet up on the 21st of January, we can actually start stitching. Because we stitch while we're talking. We're not just chit chatting. We're working. We're actually moving and grooving and working and doing. So if you come ready, then we can stay on task. the other thing that I would also mention to those of you that are new to how we do the process, we don't just wait until time to come back the next week to finish up whatever. If you have the time, you can move forward on your own time. You don't have to wait until that group day. That way, we're able to get done on time. Now, when we did the skirt um, stitch along, if we had not, because that was a huge project, we had 45 hoopins. So that was a huge project. The 45 hoopins was just part of it. It did not take into consideration all of the cutting that had to, the measuring and the cutting and the appliques and then the stitching and all of that that had to be done. And then once all of that was done, then putting all the pieces together, put the backing on, put the binding on, all of that stuff. It was so many different wheels turning. That's why it took 10 weeks to do. And therefore we had to do work other than the work that we did on the days that we met. And that was the only way to get through it on time. So I'm recommending that exact same thing for this particular project. So Pearl, you said, where do I send my email address? If you look at the screen, my email address is scrolling by on the ticker tape. You're going to see cheryl.stewart@yahoo.com. Send the email there, your email. So that goes for Pearl, and that goes for Valerie, a needle point in time. I think you two, and Danielle, and Danielle, the three of you, I do not have your phone number and email. And like I said, the reason I asked for both is for you to, thank you so much, Valerie, is for us to be able to communicate back and forth with each other if we need to, because I need to check and make sure you got the information. If something happens or whatever, I can reach out to you. We had technical glitches at some point where people couldn't get in and so forth and so on, and they would call and we would walk them through how to do whatever it is that they needed to do to get onto Zoom, stuff like that. So it's important to be able to communicate via phone more so than not just email. So that's why I asked for your phone number as well. And okay, Daniel, you said you sent the info as well. Good, good, great. We are on task. I am so happy. I have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. We got this stitch along going. So good. We're going to have fun. I don't know what my table runner is going to be, but like I said, 99% I'm sure I will be getting something off of Design by Juju. They have some beautiful, I'm thinking about an Easter one. Um, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Don't know if that's what I'm going to get, but I'm thinking when I looked on there, I think I saw one that I liked that was Easter table runner. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to get. But you guys get what you want. And keep in mind the edge to edge. Now, those of us that have the 10 needle machine from Brothers, we can do edge to edge without having to buy uh, any design. However, she does have really cute edge to edge designs. And whatever your theme is, 9 times out of 10, there will be an edge to edge design that goes along with that because that's kind of how she does her thing. So I'm pretty sure they'd be able to find something that will work because I'm looking now to see what's on sale. In the hoop designs, 50% off. End to end quilting, 50% off. Um, Yeah. So she has, she has sales all the time. All the time. It looks like her runners are running around $10 right now. And she's got this bunny and egg table runner. She's actually got a daisy table runner, and she's got a 4th of July, Busy Bee, the gnome, lots of cute little table runners, sunflower, gingerbread table runner that goes with the gingerbread skirt. She's got a whimsical summer table runner, spring and garden, farmhouse Christmas, patriotic, Easter blessing table runner, and that was just on page 1. And they're all running $10 now. So that's what I found. Found mine, Busy Bees table runner, but the sale, oh, does it end tonight? Oh, yes, it does. It ends tonight at 11:59. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Danielle. I was not aware of that. So, if you're interested in getting this from Design by Juju, her sale ends tonight at 11:59. Now, the one thing that I do know about her is that she keeps having them. She keeps having them. She's got the nativity table runner. I think, Leslie, you mentioned something like you had that one. She's got this really cute Easter bunny one, nautical, pumpkin, mason jar, snowman. Now she's got fall. I mean, it is so many of them. So many of them. So when I get off of here, I'm just gonna go through and see what she has. I'm not gonna do anything right now because I just want to look and see what's on it. Old time to buy. Yep, it ends tonight. So she'll probably have a sale on again, but I don't know if it's going to be 50% off. It could be 60% off, or it could be even less, or not off at all until next month. I don't know. So, make your decision. And again, it does not have to be designed by Juju. It can be whatever design house that you want to purchase from. Uh, they're not the only ones that have them, as we all know. I just like the way she does her stuff, and that's where my comfort level is. So I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to buy from. So I'll be looking at that, like I said, when I get off of here, and most likely decide what I'm going to do. And now, Valerie, a needle point in time, you asked the question about, can we pick a in the hoop design? Uh, I'm confused a little bit about that question. If you can elaborate a little bit more on that, and then I can answer that a little bit better for you. Or did you find out that getting the Busy Bee table runner was okay with you? Because you just said you found yours. And the Busy Bee one is really cute. It is really cute. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna switch to because I have to look and see what it is I really want to do. But I'm also going to get the edge to edge that's gonna match it, I think. That's what my plan is. For now, that's my plan. So what are you guys doing? What are your goals for this new year? Anybody have any burning desires to learn how to do anything in particular that you've been putting off and wanting to do? I know one big uh, popular thing that the design by Juju or in the hoop design. Okay. Uh, I wanted to know if we add to that an edge to edge design to that table run. Yeah, you can. It may already come with one on the design, or you may have to buy your own. But yes, that's the whole goal, is to add the edge to edge. Because when I say we, I'm talking about the ladies that did the skirts. When we were working on the Christmas tree skirts, we were talking about what our next project would be, and the consensus came up is that we've not done edge to edge stitching, and we wanted to learn how to do that. And what would be a better way of learning how to do that other than doing a table runner and putting the edge to edge on it? So that's how we came up with that idea. And so yes, we will be doing a edge to edge on our table runner. At least that is my plan. And I think that was the goal of what the group had initially said. So, and again, if your machine, I know that the PR1055X, brother PR1055X has all type of quilting designs built in. So you don't necessarily have to do or purchase an edge to edge design if you don't want to. I already have some edge to edge designs. I don't remember exactly what all of them are, but I do know I have some. And, but I also know that Design by Juju sells them, and she has so many different topics that whatever your table runner turns out to be, she probably has some edge to edge designs that would work really well with your um your runner, if that's something you're interested in. Again, I'm not trying to promote it because I don't get a dime from her. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that. So I'm not trying to convince anybody to go that route, or promote her or anything like that. I'm just saying what I'm comfortable with. And the other reason is I do know that Becky Thompson from Power Tools and Thread does videos putting runners and hangers, wall hangers, and all kinds of different stuff together that she does for Design by Juju. So it's easy to find a tutorial to help you out in case that is something that you need. Because we all looked at her tutorial for the skirt, which helped us out a lot when it came down to doing our Christmas skirt. And Valerie, you said, I do like her designs and have watched Becky Thompson as well. Yeah, I like watching her take a Design by Juju design and stitching it out, and she shows you step by step how she did it, which helps you put it together and make sure that you're doing it correctly. Because I'm sure we all could probably figure it out. But for somebody else to have figured it out for us, and all we got to do is watch them, which is kind of what I do anyway. You guys watch me. So I watch somebody else sometimes too. That's how we learn. That's how we learn. I definitely have learned how to do whatever it is that I do by watching other people do it. And then you get out there and try it. And I know there are some things that I want to do that I have not done. I said that I did not want to quilt, but I'm thinking now that I might want to dabble in a little quilting. Now, I don't know when, where, or how that's going to happen. Because as you can see from what I mentioned, what my goals are for this year, I got a lot on my plate. And learning how to quilt was not on the list. So I'm not going to make that promise. But the interest is there. Um, it won't be the kind of quilting that Robin does, because Robin does some beautiful quilting. She puts those squares together, and they're on point, and her quilting is beautiful, and she can do it so quickly, And I was like, oh my goodness. And Valerie, you said you're a quilter and you have a long arm. Girl, you go. See, I ain't there yet. I don't have a long arm and I am not a quilter. And I'm not going to make that promise. Not at all. I don't even know if I want to go that route. Um, it's a lot to learn with embroidery. It's a lot of things that you can do with embroidery. I saw, I went to a quilting shop in Maryland, somewhere in Towson, Maryland. What is it? Towson, Towson. And I saw some beautiful work. But what I saw that interests me the most in there was some 3D embroidery. That's what I want to learn how to do. So that will be something that I will be adding to my repertoire. I want to learn how to do the 3D embroidery and add it on to what I already do. And you can do small quilting projects and put that on. Um, and Robin, you're so welcome because you know you do beautiful work. Robin does so. Let me tell you about Miss Robin. She quilts and she uses a single needle machine, SE 1900. And she was running rings around us, and we're working on multi-needle machines and everything. And she's just doing her little thing with the Christmas tree skirt, and then she's doing some quilting projects with another sew along, and then she's making some stuff for her, relatives and what have you. And I mean, and then she got done almost the same time we got done, and she was working around the putting us to shame. And everything came out so beautiful. So beautiful. Was that at Bear's Paws? No, I don't think that was the name of it. Bear's Paws. You know, I don't remember. Robin, I don't remember where. I know it was in Towson. Um, I'm not going to start lying because I happened to be there. I didn't go there on purpose. Let me put it that way. My daughter had an event over there right after she had her surgery on her knee. If you guys remember, she had surgery. And so she needed a chauffeur, and that happened to have been me. So while she was at her event, which I could not attend, it was a work event, I had to occupy my time. So I had looked up, I thought, a place for where brother machines were, a brother dealer. And this place popped up. Got there and it was not a Brothers dealer. I believe it was Bernina. I believe they had Berninas in there. And they didn't have any multi needle machines, but I think they had Berninas in there. But it was a quilting shop. I don't remember the name of it. That might have been Bear's Paw. That might have been it. That name kind of sounds familiar. It's a beautiful, quaint little shop. Beautiful fabric in there. So that very well may have been there, Robin. So it sounds like you're familiar with it. I don't know. Hi, Margot. How you doing? Happy New Year's to all. And yeah, Robin is the quilting queen. And Miss Evelyn, you talk about Robin being the quilting queen. Girl, those beautiful things that you be making for babies are just astounding. They are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Is that your, obviously, that is your niche. So they're just gorgeous. There's nothing else I can say about it. I just love what you put out there. It is so pretty. I'm assuming you sell them. Uh, that's what your Evemar is. I'm assuming. I don't know. Just let me know. But I just know that they are so beautiful. And I love looking at your pictures when you put them up there, and I just kind of drool over them because wish I could do something that looks that nice because they are just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But back to where I was in Towson, and I went into this quilting shop and I saw some of the work that had been done, and they had put these 3D embroidery things on there. It was like, oh, that is what I want to do. That is so so pretty, and it just even elevates the quilts. So it was quilting and embroidery combined, making a very elegant, beautiful statement. Um, Flowers and what have you and stuff. And I've seen pictures of those in books. I just never have ventured out to learn how to do that, but that's something that I definitely want to learn how to do. And as I learn, I will show and share with you guys. But yeah, that is something that I want to do. And I don't know. I bought something. I bought something from them, but I don't know if it was bear paws. I really don't remember, and I don't even know if I have. Um, I don't even know if I have anything that would tell me because what I don't even remember the date. Was that in November? Was it in December? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything in my records, so I don't know. I can't answer that question. Valerie, thank you. Surely have to run. Looking forward to the so long. It will be my first. Everyone have a good evening. Good night. Good night, Valerie. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. And looking forward to hearing from you and getting that information to you in regards to the so long. So we're going to move on. Um, Buy a needle. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now you got me wondering if that was the name of that place. And she said, "Are you gonna come back?" And I said, "I don't know, because I don't really come over in this part of town that much, and just happened to go back over there today, which I almost forgot." So I don't know who has seen the movie and who wants to see it that hasn't. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, other than the fact that I enjoyed every bit of it. And I have added it to my list of movies that I want to see over and over and over again because I truly enjoyed it. And I don't know if you guys keep up with any of the hoopla and stuff that's going on, but Fantasia, which plays Celie, and she played Celie on Broadway way back, way back. It's been over 10 years ago. Uh, she played Celie on Broadway. I didn't get. I have seen the Broadway play when it came to St. Louis when I was still living in St. Louis. I did not get a chance to see Fantasia in it, but she is in the movie playing the same part. And if anybody's familiar with Fantasia Barrino at all, you know the girl can sing. Uh, she sings. She sings. She is nominated for a Golden Globe, and the buzz is out that she will be nominated for an Oscar. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but she has definitely been nominated for a Golden Globe. She did a phenomenal job. Danielle Brooks also has been nominated. She did a fantastic job. But I have to say, I'm disappointed that Taraji Henson didn't get nominated because that girl killed it. That's all I got to say. I think she got snubbed because she killed it. She did a phenomenal job. All three of those women did excellent. No complaint. And a lot of people didn't know Taraji could sing. I have seen her perform in other things where she was singing, so I knew she could sing. But the child can sing. You hear me? She can sing. So there was some singing people in that movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, I do highly recommend that you go see it. It is worth it. And Simone, you said, I heard that they did an amazing job. They did. They did. Go see the movie. Go see the movie. Um, Keep in mind, I know I've seen some buzz online, which confused me when I saw it, where people were complaining because they didn't know it was a musical. And I'm saying to myself, how in the world did you not know it was a musical? Because it's been, as long as they've been advertising and broadcasting it and talking about it for over a year, and even more so since the last couple of months, that's all they said, that it was a reimagined um, musical movie about the color purple. So, and if you know that they had all these people in there that could sing, why would they have all these people in there that could sing if it was not a musical? Just stop and think about it. There's a lot of singing people in this movie. And I don't want to tell you who all's in it and stuff like that because you may or may not know. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody because people may not have read the reviews and the ads and what have you to know who's in it, who's not in it, and so forth and so on. But I'm just telling you, it is definitely worth going to see if you like the story of The Color Purple, if you've seen the original movie, and if you have seen the play. You will love this movie. And I don't want to say anything else. It, everyone has to form their own opinion, but my opinion is triple A plus. Yeah, Leslie, you said Taraji saying it's hard out there for a pimp and hustle and flow. Yes, and that's where most people saw her perform and sing the first time. I, for one, believe it or not, have never seen Hustle and Flow. I've heard of the movie. I'm aware of the movie. My children have seen the movie and all of that. I've never taken the time to see the movie. I love me some Taraji and I love Terrence Howard. I just have not. I haven't even watched what is it, Baby Boy that she's in there with. Taraji's in there with the singer, the guy. Can't think of his name right now. Um, she's singing on the Oscar telecast with a song. Right. I didn't know she because I didn't see it. I did not see the Oscar televised when it was nominated, but I do remember reading about the song being nominated, and you said one, okay, and she sang. So people should have been aware that she could sing. I did not know she could sing until I saw her on Annie when she did the Broadway play Annie on TV. That's when I had heard that she could sing, but I had not heard her sing. And when I saw that, I said, okay, you go, girl. But Sister Girl can blow. She got some pipes. Matter of fact, she said that she was cast for Suge Avery on the movie, not the movie. I'm sorry, on the play, the Broadway play that I don't know if it's the one that where Taraji played or the one where Daniel Brooks played, because Daniel Brooks was also, but she wasn't in the same one that Fantasia was in. But she turned it down because she said she didn't think that she could handle the 8 shows a week uh, schedule. But they wanted her back then. So she got the call again to be Sugar Apron. And she took it this time. And then Simone, you said she sang in one of Medea's movie too, and I remember thinking, was that you're right? She was a club singer. I remember that now. I had forgotten about that. Gosh, I forgot the name of that movie. But yeah, I remember that when she sang in that particular movie. Um, Leslie said 2005 when Queen Latifah announced it. Yeah, right. So, people sleep on things like that. The information doesn't always get out to everybody, but she did an excellent job. She has not been nominated for a Golden Globe. Danielle Brooke, which plays Sophia, and Fantasia, which plays Celie, they both have been nominated for Golden Globes. But I do think that is a snub to Taraji, because what I saw today, that's all I got to say. She did an excellent job. Really. She really did an excellent job. So if you've been thinking about going and you haven't done it yet, well, you have my recommendation to go see it, because I think you would be happy if you like musicals and those types of things. If you're looking for strictly drama, dramatic movie like the original movie, then that's not what you're going to get, because it is singing in this particular movie. And some people just don't like musicals. I like it all. I like musicals, I like Broadway plays, and I like drama. So I like it all. So it suits me fine. I have no problem with that. And it was definitely worth my time. So that's what I did today. We couldn't go Christmas Day. I'm glad we didn't go. It been crowded as all get out. And and they've done well. They've made, last time I read, the movie has made $50 million, and it's just been a week yesterday. So yeah. Leslie, the cast should get a SAG Screen Actors nomination, though they can only nominate 5 actors in each category. So Taraji may miss the cut. Okay. I did not know how that works. Um, they can only nominate 5 actors in each category. Okay. So if they get 2 of them, if Color Purple gets 2, the other 3 have to go elsewhere. I see. I get it. I get it. Too bad. Because if I had to pick it, I'd pick her over Danielle. Not putting Danielle down at all. She did excellent as well. But for me, from what I saw, and the amount of singing, I put it that way, for the amount of singing that occurred in the movie, Taraji sang more songs than Danielle. Put it that way. And she did a good job. Did a really good job. Really, really good job. But I hope Fantasia wins. I really do. That would be so cool. Um, she's not nominated for an Oscar yet. Hopefully she will be. But I was just thinking it would be so cool if she gets nominated for an Oscar and win, because she and Jennifer Hudson, if you guys remember, were on Idol, American Idol, the exact same year. Um, Fantasia won. Jennifer Hudson got kicked off. I can't remember what. I think she was in the top five. I want to say she was in the top five, but she got kicked off. And then look at her career. She came on out of there and won an Oscar. So it would be so befitting if that same thing could happen to Fantasia, or at least win the Golden Globe. At least that would be so fitting because she has she's grown. She's grown quite a bit. And that girl, she is so passionate with her singing. You can't help but to be moved when you listen to her, regardless of what she's singing. You can't help but to be moved. That is a God-given talent right there. She's anointed. That voice is anointed. Because when she sings with so much soul and passion and spirit and movement. If you don't feel it, then something wrong with you. I don't care what it is she's singing. I don't care what it is she's singing. She sings with every heartbeat, just about. So she deserves the accolades that she's getting now. I'm very proud of her, and she has done an excellent job. So, but that's what I did today. Um, so Leslie, I read. What did you say? Original Color Purple got about 11 nominations and won nothing. Exactly. So hopefully this version will win something. Yeah. They won nothing because there was a lot of pushback. The NAAC, believe it or not, were uh, protesting. And they were protesting against the movie. Spike Lee was protesting against the movie. I think John Singleton was protesting against the movie. It was so they were upset because Steven Spielberg, as a white man, directed the movie, and they thought that it was such a bad depiction of black men to the point where they felt like it warranted being protested. I remember going to see the movie back in '85. I saw the movie when it first came out, and I fell in love with the movie. And I personally did not feel that way, but of course, I'm a woman, I'm not a man. And I did not understand that sentiment. Don't know why it was that way, but yeah, that's why they didn't win anything because of all the protests that was going on. The people weren't going to vote for it that do the voting. This year, last year the movie came out. The voting and stuff will be this year. I have not heard anything about any protest, pushback, none of those kinds of things. So, with that being said, I think it has a chance of winning something. I don't know what, but it should win. It should get multiple nominations and it should win something, hopefully, because people have grown up and I guess they realize that this is fiction. And the movie was depicted off of the book, but actually they boycott the book. Okay, Leslie, you said the word is that Emma Stone is the front runner for this year, but last year Kate Blanchett was the front runner, but Michelle Yeoh won. Well, what can I say? I can't say. I can't say. I just know I'm proud of the fact that Fantasia and Danielle both have been nominated, and that in itself is a great accomplishment. And I would love for her to win. But when you're up against so much competition, you never know how that's going to play out. I mean, just look at when the original Color Purple came out, Oprah, which was her first movie role, and Whoopi, which was her first movie role. Both of them were nominated for an Oscar, and neither one of them won. Nobody won, but at least they were nominated, and rightfully so. They did excellent. But even more egregious, Angela Bassett in the What's Love Got to Do with It? Now you know that was highway robbery right there. That was highway robbery, and they know Angela should have won. She should have won that year. Ain't no question about it. She should have won. Her and what's the guy name? I'm drawing a blank right now. Fisher, Lawrence Fishburne. They both, if I'm not mistaken, Lawrence was nominated as well, but they both did Oscar-winning performances, and they didn't win. And Angela has been cheated so much that they gave her honorary Oscar last year. She actually got her Oscar. She got an honorary Oscar, which I'm glad she did, because she should have gotten that one for. She was nominated for the Queen Mother in Black Panther too, and she didn't get it. But she definitely should have gotten the one for What's Love Got to Do with It, and of course Denzel, which yeah, you said Angela gets her honorary this year. All right. Well, I know they said she had an honorary, so I guess it'll be awarded to her this year when they do the Oscars. But yeah, she gets hers. So I'm glad. I was very glad to hear that she was getting her. She had gotten or would be getting her honorary Oscar this year. Denzel got his Oscar for Training Day, and I have to be honest about it. Training Day was a good movie. He played the heck out of that role, but like you, he should have gotten his Oscar for something, in my opinion, other than Training Day. He did really well for Training Day, and I'm glad he got the Oscar. But Malcolm X, Glory, gosh, I can name several movies that he played in that I would have given him an Oscar over Training Day. But he got it because Training Day was such a different role for him. And I think it just surprised everybody that he could play a villain as well as he did. That they was like, oh my goodness, if this man doesn't get an Oscar for that role, because it was so different from what he's always been, the good guy, even though he was a bad guy, he was a good guy in all the other movies, in lots of other movies he did. But in Training Day, he was a villain, a bad guy all the way through. Yeah, that blew him away. So he got his Oscar. But I really do think that he had done, in my opinion, because I love me some Denzel. I don't want to say better work, but different work that I think he should have gotten an Oscar for over and above Training Day, but not to take the Oscar away. I'm glad the brother got the Oscar. That's all I can say. I'm glad he got it. But yeah, I do hope that Fantasia gets her just due. I do hope that. And so if they can only nominate so many people in a category, and if that goes for the Golden Globe, does that mean that it's a possibility, which they probably won't do it because if it was going to happen, the buzz would be out there now. If Taraji could be open to be nominated for um, an Oscar, because the buzz is out that Fantasia will be nominated, but I haven't heard any any other buzz about anybody else in The Color Purple over and above Fantasia for an Oscar. But I would love to see more nomination. I don't know. I just want Taraji to win something. But yeah, hopefully. So you guys don't forget to give me the thumbs up. I do need that. It does help the channel. This is the first live for the first of the year, 2024. We're starting the year off great because I already have a group of people that have decided they want to be participating in the sew along. So I'm so glad that that is going to take place, and we're going to get started on the 21st. I will get all that information out to everybody as soon as I get everybody's information so we can move forward. Go ahead and get your design and your materials and everything so we can get started on January the 21st and move quickly through the um, the process. And so, good night, Evelyn. Good night, Leslie. You said Denzel and I can't pronounce. I can never pronounce this guy. Marshala Ali. I know who he is. I can't always get his name. Are the only two-time Oscar winners. They didn't want to give it to Russell Crowe, so Denzel got it for Training Day. Oscars, five nominees. Globes can be more. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, then that means they could have nominated Taraji for a Globe, but they didn't. Anyway, wish they had. You're really into these movie things. See, I'm not into it. I read about nominees and so forth and so on, and I listen to it in the news and all of that, but I don't have all of that stuff in my head. I don't remember. I don't even remember all of that. Um, but that's so Denzel won for Training Day. What else did he win for? You said he's a two-time Oscar winner. What else did he win for? Okay. IMDb. What is IMDb, Leslie? He did win for Glory? He should have. He should have. Okay. I wasn't quite sure he won. I knew he was nominated, but I didn't remember that he won. I watched Glory about 2, 3 weeks ago. When, well, whenever Andre Bauer died, that week that Andre Bauer died, my husband pulled up Glory and he said, "We're going to watch Glory in honor of Andre Bauer." And yes, remember the single tears he got beat. Girl, that's my scene, honey. That is my scene. Do you know I cried just like I did the first time I saw that when I knew exactly what was going to happen and I still choked up. Oh boy, that man. Mm-mm-mm. If you did not cry when you saw that, you just have no soul. I just can't see how anybody could watch that scene and not choke up because I choked up again. And how many times have I seen Glory? How many times have I seen that scene? How many times did I know exactly what was gonna happen? And I still cried. I couldn't hold it. My husband said, "You crying?" I said, "Oh." I mean, I was choked up crying because tell me, mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Internet movie database. Okay, internet movie database. All right, thank you. I don't keep up with the Internet Movie Database. Maybe I need to because I don't watch all movies, but I watch a lot of movies. But I don't watch all the movies. But yeah, that's my scene right there for that whole entire movie. That one scene stole it. Because I tell you, whew, that took me out. That took me out. And especially, I don't even want to go there. I just know that every time I see that, I choke up and cry. I cannot help it. I choke up and cry when I see that because he played that. He played that. And yes, he should have won. And I'm glad that you reminded me that he did because I know that it was Oscar worthy. It was definitely Oscar worthy, whether he got it or not. And yes, he played the stank out of Malcolm X as well. He definitely did. So, but that's my boy. It ain't too much he's played in that I haven't liked. So, and you said that's what won him the Oscar, and it should have. And it should have, because anytime that you can put that much emotion into something and you emote that thing onto the screen where you pull the person in and they actually feel your pain and your because not so much of feeling the actual physical pain, but the whole emotion of the situation and the whole everything that he was going through. The poor man just needed some shoes on his feet, and then he gets beat for it because they're not providing him what he needs. That just took me out. It took me out. But anyway, I'm gonna let all you good people go, and we'll get ready for our so along. And I will get in touch with everybody that's on this list and let you know what our link is going to be for Zoom and all of that information, and we will go from there and get started on our next stitch along, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And I hope this time, I know that I did the reveal by taking pictures and showing it, but I would love to, and I don't know how many of you actually saw. Good night, Christian. How you? I didn't know you were on there, but good night. Um, Jeanette's show and tell that she did with the gifts, where she had people come in and show their gifts that they received. I want to do that for our show and tell or our reveal for the skirts, and I want to do that going forward. And I hope that you all will agree to do that because I think it has more impact. I think people get a chance to actually see the true beauty of what it is that we make because the pictures were beautiful, but the pictures cannot begin to show you um, the real craftsmanship and beauty of what transpired with those skirts. And I know it's going to be the exact same thing with the runners and all of the other things that we put together. Once we're done with it, they're going to be absolutely gorgeous. And I want to be able to share that with the public so they can get a chance to see it. And more people want to participate. And so I'm hoping that you all will be in agreement to do that. But we can talk about that later on as we move forward. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Say good night to everybody. Happy New Year's, blessing and prosperity. Prayed upon all of you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for hanging in there for the year 2023. And I'm thanking you in advance for your support for the year 2024. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care and good night. Bye bye.